Saturday, 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 Saturday night shite. Saturday, 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 Saturday night shite. Shite, yes, rubbish. That's absolute crap, mate.
Welcome to Saturday Night Shite. Joining me and the whole bunch of retrobates are Brian, out of retirement. Hello, sir.
Hey, hello Trev, how are you? Hello panel, hello chat, how's things? I'm very well.
All right, hello to the chat as well. Our second Scottish correspondent, Melvin of the Deeply fame. Hello, sir.
Hello.
That
was my good Scottish accent. I did it again.
It's all right, I understood you. As long as you didn't talk like Rabsy Nesbitt, we're fine.
Leslie Phillips. Hello.
Hello.
Say.
Swappers. Hello, sir. How you diddling?
Trev!
Swappers.
I'm doing all right, thank you very much. Yeah, glad to be here. I love that theme tune. Brilliant.
Yeah, I sang it all by myself. And our favourite boomer, he says the things that we can't get away with. It's an age thing. He's like a fine wine, whereas I'm like piss and vinegar. Istophobos, welcome, sir.
Hey, how are you doing? I was going to try to do it, James Mason, after you said that, because you almost sounded like him, but...
Hello. Perhaps next time. There we go.
That is a very good James Mason, so I just thought I would let you know. I've been working on an Al Pacino. What the fuck are you doing here?
Fog. Yes, the fog. What the fog are you doing? Just thought I'd clear that up. Tonight, it's a mixed bag of all kinds of rhubarb. What shall we start with first? I'll tell you what. I'm going to start with one of my favourite subjects. And it's the TV show that keeps on giving.
Chlamydia?
It's worse than chlamydia. Anyway, Paramount is reportedly trying to sell Starfleet Academy Season 2 to Netflix, according to Fandom Pulse over on X.
Selling or giving it away?
I don't know. They're going to have to pay him to take it off their hands, aren't they?
Or saying, you know what, take this and we will throw in 10 million. I don't know.
What a picture to use. I'll just read through it. According to Fandom Pulse over on X, Paramount tried to sell Star Trek Starfleet Academy Season 2 to Netflix, according to a Business Insider source speaking exclusively to Tachyon Pulse podcast. The move would mirror what happened with Star Trek Prodigy in 2023. That precedent offers a cautionary tale about what Netflix actually gets out of these deals. Tachyon Pulse hosts were direct about the sourcing. I've exclusively been talking to a Business Insider over at Paramount in this case, and they have said that they've seen evidence, and this is firsthand, so can't really say it's a rumor. I think it's news that actually, yes, Paramount tried to sell Starfleet Academy Season 2 to Netflix. The proposed deal would bundle both seasons together. That would probably include a deal for them to show Starfleet Academy Season 1 as well. The host explained, drawing the explicit parallel, Prodigy is probably the closest example to this. I'll leave it there for now, and I'll go back up to there. But Brian, what do you think?
It's a bit of a joke, isn't it? I mean, you can't really give this show away, I would imagine. It's just been a shambles from start to finish. Dialogue is just hilarious. The heavy-handed political messaging and stuff. How would you sell it? If you were going to sell this to Netflix, what would your pitch be for this?
I'll give you a free reach around.
Well, is that to me or is that the pitch?
Netflix. That's the pitch. You take this, I'll give you a reach around right now.
I did hear in related news, Nerdrotic was going to sell his show about Spock action figures sitting in a chair to Netflix as well.
Well, he's just bought a chair, hasn't he, from that auction?
Yeah.
A shuttle chair. Apparently it's a high-spec, is it a gaming chair with a Starfleet insignia Delta put on the back of the headrest?
I think it was a high-spec gaming or driving chair. Yeah, I mean, he said it ran about $1,000. So
what, he paid
it did look like a good chair.
Yeah,
he said he paid $1,000. I don't know what the retail, but I kind of think, it's a really good chair, and it's not the chair's fault. It got used by Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't sniff it before he sits in it. Mel, what's your take on this?
I Well, I'm with you. What would the pitch be? What would your pitch be to Netflix to make them buy this? It's like you could get as many as 40,000 viewers per episode.
What the hell is even that?
Yeah, I don't think Netflix is. I wouldn't take it for free if I was Netflix. It's not going to do them any good. It's only going to do them harm.
I don't think you could sell this on Facebook Marketplace without somebody saying, will you take a $5 for it?
Well,
Swappers. Sorry, Esther. Swappers, what do you think? Is it desperation?
I was just going to say that. Desperation. Absolute fucking desperation. It's sad, isn't it? You just look at this, shake your hand and tut, and then turn the page over of the virtual newspaper you're reading. Honestly, it's so sad that they're still trying to eke this out and keep it going, and just smacks of just awful attempts at woke entertainment, completely woke entertainment that no one's interested in, and they know it.
Lots of interesting takes in the chat. Keefe Monoped says, might be too woohoo for Netflix. Punchy says, found it at a car boo. Paul Dickinson says, does the chair vibrate? I honestly cannot see any point in Netflix having this show. I don't think they'll take it. Paramount will virtually have to give it to them for free, I think.
I think if they want to sell it, the best bet is just put it on eBay.
Yeah.
I reckon if they can't peddle it anywhere, they will do a Batgirl on it, and I've said that since day one.
Yeah, we just don't know if that's going to cost them money or not. That's really the big question. Nobody really knows for sure.
I don't know. I think Paramount are just desperate to burn the bridge between them and Secret Hideout.
I heard somebody saying that they can't use this one as a tax break, so they can't do a Batgirl on it. What the reasons are. So, but really, I think put it on eBay and hope you get two crazy fans getting a bidding war, because that's the only way anybody's going to pay for it. Because if Netflix can't be that stupid to give money for that.
The series cost $100 million to make. There ain't no network anywhere going to pay any of that to anybody to run this shit.
That was all on the visuals, wasn't it? Because it definitely wasn't on the writing.
Yeah, well, it's a sunk cost. They've already spent the money. They're not going to make any money by airing it. So if they can get anything at all for it, and it looks like at this point they're desperate not to show it. If they are required to show it or required to have somebody else show it, it may be they'd be willing to give it to Netflix if it just meant it got aired and they were released from that part of their obligation. I think they've already taken it. They've already looked at it as a loss. So they're just trying to get whatever they can get out of it.
Yeah, well, maybe they could just give it to Netflix and say, okay, but and if people watch it, give us like, a tiny percentage of something, just in the hope that something may come back from it, just in the hope. But then it's out of their hand. They don't have to worry about it.
I mean, it will.
I had a
one at a time, girls.
The budget. If what's her face? The little fat hologram one was getting to eat a fill, maybe all that money went on the catering.
Craft services, yeah. Well, apparently she used to ram raid that every dinner time.
It would probably get more viewers just by sake of Netflix having more subscribers, although it will be proportional. Still lower percentage viewership of Netflix, but since they have 2.5 times the subscribers of Paramount Plus, maybe they'll get 100,000 viewers per ep. I don't know. Netflix doesn't seem to be bothered by having a ton of crap content on their service, so maybe it's worth it for them.
Hello, Miss Martin Muses. Do you know, I think they will do anything possible at the moment, and I mean by that Paramount, to distance themselves from Alex Kurtzman and Secret Hideout. He's just made a total farce of Star Trek, and yet you get a very small percentage of the population, and they go, oh yeah, this is fantastic, but it's only appealing to the smallest demographic in society. They've alienated the entire fan base just to make a very tiny portion happy. And so Kurtzman said openly, I don't care about upsetting old school Star Trek fans. Hang on a minute, we're your bread and butter, mate. We're the meat and vegetables of the franchise. Most of us have been there since day one. I mean, I've certainly been with Star Trek since it aired on BBC Two back in the 70s.
There are no new school fans.
Well, they won't do, because they're not making a show worthy of people investing their time into it and following it passionately like we do, you know? Star Trek's been a way of life for 60 years, but since 2009, since JJ had a go, he's just totally made a mess of it, that and Star Wars, and then he passes the dregs on to his best mate Kurtzman. Hello, insider. That's just, jobs for a certain kind of boys, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a tactic, set it to Netflix and then make the fans think that it was Netflix who made this terrible series. It had nothing to do with us. Well, they do the nice little changeover they're supposed to have lined up.
Netflix doesn't always get it right. They've dropped the ball more times than anybody in the streaming world.
Yeah, and they paid for the first 4 seasons of Discovery. Don't forget that. Netflix financed Paramount's production of Discovery, or 3 seasons.
The only good sci-fi show that Netflix has churned out in the last at least 10 years has been The Expanse, and they only did that up to season 3. Then it went over to Amazon.
Mm-hmm. The Expanse was brilliant.
Apparently, the team behind The Expanse are working on a new series, a brand new thing. It's not a spin-off; it's a totally new thing. And I'm looking forward to that, to be fair. I can watch The Expanse. Well, I say all of it. Certainly up to season 4. I can watch that over and over and over again and not actually get fed up, because there's always something I notice, on a re-rub, if you will. Mm-hmm. And that has been the actual, definition of sublime science fiction. It adheres to physics. It exists in a world that could possibly exist. Who knows what's going to happen in 300 years? It's more credible than any science fiction show that's been made for donkey's years.
Yeah, except you have to look at Naomi that whole time. I don't know why they picked the ugliest chick they could find to play a girl who was supposed to be incredibly beautiful in the books.
I thought David Strathairn was a real boon to the show when he came on as Clayface. Oh God, what was it? Ashford, because he was a fantastic character.
The show had a ton of great characters, and Naomi she started out as a good character, but I'm saying from the books, she was this beautiful, exotic woman. And of all the people they could have cast, it just baffled me why they picked that actress.
Dominique Tipper didn't float your boat then, Esther?
Are you kidding?
I had to ask.
She was hard. Listen, what's his name? She's harder on the eyes than what's his name was. I can't even remember the characters now.
You know about Gaiden? He harder on the eyes than Gaiden.
I loved Christian in that. She was fantastic.
Aristovala.
Well pronounced.
What was her name? Who played her? She played the Admiral, didn't she, in the last JJ Trek? In the what was it? Oh, is it Beyond?
She was
She's played an Admiral, but she sounds like that man.
She's a fantastic actress, though.
Agadashlu or something.
That's it. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a full mouth rants about stuff is always entertaining every week.
I wonder if she's sponsored by Benson and Hedges, because she sounds like she smokes 80 a day.
Yeah. She appears at a time when there was the kind of woke characters and the Mary Sue's going about, and she was fantastic. The complete antithesis of these tripe, badly written characters.
Yeah, and she didn't pull any punches either, straight through the bullshit. And, and when people turn around and say, oh, there's no strong female characters in science fiction, what a load of horse crap, because, I'm just going to say one name, Ripley. There's never been any strong female characters in science fiction. Princess Leia. How many science fiction films has there been where the woman has been the sole survivor, or at least one of the main cast, and she's pulled a weight as much as anybody else? Do you know what I mean?
Would you consider Zira in Planet of the Apes a strong female character, or is that taking it too far?
I don't know. I really didn't dig Planet of the Apes.
Really?
Those films? No, I can't stand them.
It worked best as a one-off bit of shock value, bit of commentary, political commentary, I suppose. But when they started to drag it out, yeah, anything past the first film, not worth a watch, in my opinion.
Don't like Planet of the Apes. Jesus, what kind of party have I ended up at? What's going on here?
Well, you have to the Apes movies were not really written in any sort of coherent fashion. They were basically low budget attempts to do whatever they could do. It wasn't like somebody planned out the storylines and wrote the movies.
It was originally a French story, and it was set in the future. It was all meant to be futuristic apes and things, and they had to really gut it to afford to make it. But
do you know what I think it'd be a great idea? Sorry, Melv. Do you know what I think it'd be a great idea? To redo Planet of the Apes and stick somebody in it like Mark Wahlberg. That'd be a great idea.
Mark is my first choice for everything.
Hey,
that was the first and last Mark Wahlberg film I ever watched.
I'd love to hear somebody who could do a really good Mark Wahlberg. Just do like, hey, man, how's it going? You know, do a typical Mark Wahlberg thing. Or do him as Dirk Diggler in Planet of the Apes.
He doesn't really have a distinctive voice. He just sort of talks a little soft, a little high pitched, and does that. And hey, I'm really glad to be here. Have you seen my boner? It's really great, I've been told.
I think there's some producer out there that just really is really into huge nostrils, and that is why Mark Wahlberg has a career.
Oh, Swappers, what do you reckon?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You just reminded me of Planet of the Apes now. And I hate that Tim Burton version. I really despise it.
Definitely.
The apes running around in human clothing at the end. What the fucking God.
Paul Giamatti was good, though.
Well, I mean, we didn't get much of him, did we? But yeah, he's always good, though, isn't he, Paul Giamatti?
It's a shame he didn't cast Helena Bonham Carter as a character.
Tim Burton do that? What? What's going to happen?
A lot of people think that Tim Burton directed Fight Club, and you have to put him right and say, no, it was David Fincher. I wonder if I'll bet that was after the divorce, wasn't it? Or are they still married? I don't know, and I don't really care, to be honest.
Lost track.
Yeah. I think, Star Trek Starfleet Academy is dead in the water.
Yeah, well, I mean, we know it is. Yeah, well, we know it is, but what are they going to do with the leftovers? That's the only question.
I don't know, but apparently rumor is there's something in the pipeline. And Admiral Teague did mention it. And was it Mike Sussman has got something in the chamber and ready to go with Paramount and Skydance.
Oh, yeah, the news show, but not Academy. It's where they're going to go from here.
Well, I think they're going to retcon everything that Kurtzman's done and say, it's non-canon. Let's move on. Let's get back to Star Trek.
Yeah, that's what it should do.
Yeah, you need somebody from the old camp, from the Berman era. Somebody from the Berman era needs to come in. What do you think about the idea of Brannon Braga coming in and doing something?
He'd be better, definitely.
Here's their problem. They have to let it rest. They need to go away for a little bit, but they can't because it is basically the only property they have. It is their premier IP, and they don't really have the luxury of bowing out for 5 years and coming back. They have to do something now with it while the taste in everybody's mouth is still sour.
Yeah, they need something to come in there and repair the damage. We need a show what's like Scotty from the original series to come in and do something really great, take everybody's breath away, repair all the damage, and do something what's going to draw in the next generation, no pun intended. But these shows need new life.
Right, hear me out.
I've tried my best to brainwash my kids with Star Trek. I've only managed to puddle one kid. The rest have completely rejected everything I've tried to instill in them. But still, there is an audience out there. There is a very big gap in the market. Everybody's got what's the word? What did I hear the other day? Franchise fatigue. There's too much of that about at the moment, but they need something to come in and just blow everybody away and basically just do a great big reset on the whole Star Trek and perhaps Star Wars franchise. But we'll talk more about Star Wars a little bit later on. Just going over to the chat. A controversial take here from Cartoon Man. Deanna Troi was a crap character anyway. Well, Keefe Monoped, Marvel are ignoring the last years of rubbish since Endgame. Why can't Star Trek do the same? Yeah. Oh, Argentum. Hello, RG. My parents hooked me on Star Trek pretty much from infancy. They'd raised me to be a nerd. Good on them, too. What's this from Punchy? Just have Riker step out of a sonic shower and say, I had a terrible dream last night. Yeah, do a Bobby from Dallas.
Yeah.
Cartoon Man, good point here, Cartoon Man. Crap writing fatigue. There are the wrong kind of people in the writing rooms. You know, people going in there with agendas and, you know, let's forget about telling a story. Let's forget about character building. Let's just do this thing. This is the latest thing. Insert it here. And that doesn't work on all audiences. We're tired of it. We don't want that. That's not what we come to these franchises for. We come for the escapism. We come for the storytelling. We come for the adventure, the excitement. And there's been none of that, and especially in Star Trek, since 2009, because we're getting all this crappy wash, you know, JJ, it's all fucking lens flare and really bad storytelling. But, you know, it's bang, 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 bang to take your mind off the fact that they haven't really got any decent plot or any really good script writing.
You just mentioned the sequel trilogy of Star Wars right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all bang, bang, bang. Oh, look at this, special effects. It's like they've done it for the brain rot generation, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like kids with like 15-second attention spans. You can't make a film or a TV show in the style of a TikTok video. It just does not translate.
Is it Netflix who are now constructing all of their entertainment to be sort of semi-viewed at the same time as looking at a tablet or phone or something like that, I heard?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Repeating plot points and having 3 times as much of the exposition than they would normally.
Oh, God.
I can fix Star Trek. I've just had the best idea ever that anybody ever had. Do you want to hear
Go on, then. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how we hate spin-offs, right? And
Yeah.
we hate prequels and we hate origin stories? Well, I've got this idea for a spin-off prequel origin story. Now, here we go, right? Young Scotty, right? He's growing up in Dundee and he becomes the best crystal meth dealer Dundee has ever known. And rather than being Walter White and doing it all through chemistry, he invents a machine that makes the best crystal meth.
Lithium crystal meth, right?
In an ice cream van.
Badum-tish.
Can I just say you might be offending Sword in the Storm with this part of him being of that area?
He already knows if he's from that area.
Yeah. One of the things that's gonna hit him are these new WGA rules.
Oh, God.
They're gonna need a minimum writing staff of 5 people. They have to be guaranteed at least 20 weeks of duration of the post greenlit room. So can you find a minimum of 5 writers who aren't completely incompetent and infected with agenda? I don't know.
This one's going to be easy though, because you're not even going to need special effects, because Dundee's still going to be a shithole in the future. So you could just film it in Dundee.
You're missing an important plot point though, Melv.
Go on then.
He's got to do it from an ice cream van.
Well, we can make the ice cream van futuristic. We can give it like them big sticky out the back bits and a saucer section.
An iron brew replicator. That'd be good.
Well, that can be the end where he goes straight. You know, he makes his fortune making with the machine that makes crystal meth, like a microwave, except it just makes crystal meth. Right, when it pings, your crystal meth is ready. And
he's got a transporter built in to the ice cream van just in case the police turns up to take him away.
Well, he loses all his money when some gay Klingons move in to the area because they just opened up the borders to them after the last war.
Gaiden and Kyle.
and but he comes good. He invents an iron brew replicator, and he makes enough money to buy yourself a ticket to go and join Starfleet, and that's what he does. And then he comes good at the end. This is like Breaking Bad in space. This is like better than Andor, and I'm not just saying that.
Cartoon Man makes a point here. He says the problem is that they made Star Trek all about the action. There's very little thought-provoking stories or people talking. We need to get back to the professionalism. That's basically the point I was making, you know, and that's on the money. Punchy says Scotty is the last man in Dundee with a petrol-driven car. That might be a thing. Sword says there's no ice cream vans, just vape shops and Turkish barbers, like everywhere else. Gav says sugar tax ruined Iron Brew. Oh, yeah. Swappers. Are you having a dig at me there, by the way? With me covering up Matilda May's bits?
I couldn't get enough of her when you covered the thingy, so I'm going to have her on screen.
Well, we had to play it safe, you know. We couldn't just show the goods because YouTube would have had a field day with me.
Oh, I know that. Yeah. I just being on it just reminded me of her suddenly, and I thought, I need to see a bit more of her.
19-year-old when she made Life Force. She is cracking.
I have an idea for you.
Go on.
Do you ever think of doing like a member stream or something, but just do it in a green room? And then you can show whatever pictures you want. Don't come out of the green room. Don't put it on YouTube. Just keep it like completely private, and you can show anything.
I don't know how I'd be able to pull that off, to be fair.
That's called a conference call, Melvin.
Yeah.
Do it on Zoom
or whatever.
Doomcock used to do that.
Well,
I've got a title for your show, Mel. You could call it Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. It's a place near Dundee.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Mel.
Well, go on then.
I've got a bone to pick with you. You sent me something, and I thought, that's going to make a really good story. And it turned out to be a fake, I believe.
What one was that?
This one from The Acolyte.
All right. I've seen that like posted like 10 million times.
Yeah, it says a special message to the people who got The Acolyte cancelled. And apparently that's not somebody from The Acolyte.
Doesn't look like anybody from there.
That's what it is. It's a photo of the guy from The Acolyte.
No, that's not Manny Jacinto. That's just some guy.
Looks like it is, but the account is going to get 25 followers. And I know he's possibly not the most popular actor on the planet, but I think he'd have more than 25 followers.
Well, it doesn't even look like him.
Let me make that bigger.
It looks exactly like him. Well, to me, maybe I'm racist.
Specsavers.
I think I might be. Let's ask Swappers. You're racist. Is that him?
How am I supposed to know? They all look the same, Mel.
Oh, Jesus.
Badum tish.
I'm gonna stay the fuck out of that one.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Graham's on the money here. Timu Ezra Miller. Oh dear.
He's a better actor than Ezra Miller, I'll give him that.
That's not the real Manny Jacinto.
No, it's not. It doesn't matter if it is or not. The point is the account is not him.
Yeah, but the picture is.
I know, but the picture does. That's like kind of like your granny that replies back to some handsome actor who's been dead for 30 years because there's a photograph on Facebook and she thinks it's the same guy.
I wasn't arguing the point that the account was him. I was just emphasising that the picture is him for the people that think it's that.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh, it was tosh anyway. To coin a phrase for you lads up north, it was pish. Utter pish.
It might be true though. Maybe you just never said it out loud.
What would you do if they turned around and said, "Yeah, okay, we'll renew the Acolyte"?
I think they should.
Brian.
I tried to get the critical drinker to start a campaign, but he won't do it.
Oh, Brian.
Yes.
What would be the price if the Acolyte was renewed?
What would be the price of the Acolyte? Oh, you'd have to ask Leslie Handlin.
Oh, they could do it without her.
It's a trap. I reckon they ought to just delete that entirely because that was the biggest embarrassment to Star Wars. It was even worse than the Christmas special.
The highlight was seeing the Wookiee using the metal detector. I found that quite hilarious.
It's like something out of the goodies.
Yeah.
So it was. I mean, it was.
Yeah,
The one
it really
line
was.
I had was the streams were really funny that we did. That was about the only.
Yeah, it really was awful, and we're gonna hear things coming out as time moves forward about how that episode, how that show, basically destroyed Lucasfilm, possibly predicated Kathleen Kennedy finally leaving and destroyed Leslie Headland's career. It was, if you remember back 3.5 years ago, it was a shit show from the very start. They hired a showrunner and then fired her a week after she moved from England. And there's still a big lawsuit at Disney on that, even though all the principals have left. Iger's gone, Kathleen Kennedy's gone, but she's still suing them. And then remember, they spent like $150 billion, and all they had were some like essentially a demo. They had no episodes. They just had a couple of scenes. Like, it was a disaster from the get-go, and nobody there thought it was any good, which is why they had to make a point to let everyone know it was canceled. They just didn't let it fade away like every other show. They had to leak the fact that we're not making any more of this stuff. Nobody there thought. They basically felt about Echo like they did about The Acolyte. And there was never a chance that dumpster fire was going to move forward. Let's be real about it.
It's about the first time they haven't pulled out all the stops to defend a show. Usually they've got throw every trick in the book they've got, and this time they didn't, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
They did a little bit. I mean, we've still got the cast coming out and calling us istophobes, to be fair.
Yeah, but they've been doing that forever.
You should get royalties for that, istophobos. When they call me an istophobe, I think you deserve a cut.
Well, that's where the name came from. So if anything, they should sue me for using the name.
No, you've admitted it in front of the world. You shouldn't have said it.
I think it was obvious from the get-go. Hey, Trev, can I call an audible real quick?
Yeah, if you want.
Have you seen the show Margot's Got Money Problems? Or Margot's Got Money Troubles?
No.
Well, I'll just say Dakota Fanning spends about 80% of that entire show naked. I'm not kidding. It's like, so if that is interesting to anybody, it's a very bizarre show. And I'm not sure. I mean, it's weird, but
Ellie Fanning.
Oh, is it? Yeah, Ellie. Well, which one of the girls is it? Ellie? Yeah.
Is there a Fanning?
The Predator, the Predator Badlands chick, whichever one that was.
Oh, go.
Yeah, she's naked like through the entire show.
Nice. Anyway, while we're on the topic of Star Wars,
okay,
what do you think to this? Gina Carano, Star Wars return imminent amid Mandalorian cancellation talks. Apparently, she's had a chat with Dave Filoni. And away through the chat, Jon Favreau jumped in too. I don't know whether this is absolute bull crap or what, but it's been all over the place and reported wide and far. Gina Carano isn't the be-all and end-all of Star Wars.
No.
Yeah, and her return is not imminent. She just had a really good talk with Favreau and Filoni. It's too late to really put her in.
Bit into this and started running with it before it's the facts have come out.
Yeah, if she shows up in the next movie, it's just going to be a stinger or an after credit scene, or just maybe even like a voice thing. But there's no way, they don't have enough time to really put her in the next movie, and that's good because it's going to bomb, and we don't want her career to go down the tubes with the movie.
Do you think they'll have her come back and it'll turn out that she's a space lesbian?
Are they going to have any money left to make Star Wars after this?
I don't know. I don't know.
I just checked the timeline and there's no mention of Star Wars on it.
Yeah. Listen,
that is not a good picture.
They know they have to fix it, but they don't know how to fix it, and they don't have the people capable of fixing it. So they're in a very they're in a very tough position over at Lucasfilm.
Do you know something? I thought her acting skills are shit.
Yes.
And she didn't bring anything to Star Wars apart from looking like a big chunky leather.
She used to be like super hot back like 20 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And she's not ugly, but she's not good looking
she
enough
ain't
that
fucking
she should
pretty
be,
either.
yeah, she's not good looking enough that she should be parading around pretending she is good looking enough. And
She's got a face like a pit bull with a smacked arse.
no interest in her acting at all because she,
Oh, swappers, get them bloody cherry bakewells off, will you please?
she's just not. She's not a good actress. She's not got any presence. She's not got any charisma.
Mm.
She's not good looking enough. She's not in good enough shape to do the action scenes. You know,
Would you
unless
say
you need
that's her face, Melvin?
unless you need a door knockdown.
She was all right in Deadpool.
That
That was about it, yeah.
I don't really hurt her feelings if I said it to her face. I'm saying it here because she's never going to hear this. And I tell you what else I don't like. I don't like that she settled out of court with Disney and signed a non-disclosure because she promised everybody she was going to sort Disney out and get justice done and put things right and all that kind of thing.
Yep.
And then she signed an NDA. And well, you didn't do that then, did you? And she didn't need the money because her daddy's a billionaire.
Yeah.
So I've really got no respect for her at all.
I don't blame you. And I don't think many people have, to be fair. Because she didn't stick to her guns. Disney got the checkbook out and she was salivating. She looks a bit better there, to be fair.
Look, she might have lost the case and just settled because she was going to lose anyway and just took what they would give her. But she shouldn't have. She should have lost fair and square and then still been able to speak her mind over it.
Yeah, I don't think she was looking to lose either. Like, she kind of had him by the short hairs.
Yeah.
Let me bang on about this for a minute. It says here backlash started in 2020 when Gina Carano added beep, bop, boop to her social media bio, a move widely interpreted as mocking preferred pronouns. After backlash, she apologized and said co-star Pedro Pascal, whose younger sister Lux Pascal, is transgender, helped her better understand the issue.
Now, let me say younger brother, because it's a dude.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, here we go. Here's a picture. That's Lux Pascal, and that's Lux Pascal.
It's a fellow.
It is indeed. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Well, there we go.
So, woman.
Which is before and which is after? I'm confused. Is the girl before, or is the boy after? Or
no, the girl
versa?
is after. He has a brother, and the brother thinks he's a woman.
I didn't know that Pedro Pascal and Cristiano.
Hey, it's Freddie Mercury. Look. Oh dear. I would ditch all my friends just to hang out with my brother. We protect each other very much.
Against?
Yeah, well, you know,
So
he
that's a
has
dude.
he has an unknown brother, an unknown amount of brothers out there in the world because his father was a fertility doctor and he substituted his own goo for the goo that people thought they were getting. So he may have 100, 200 brothers out there. For
Maybe
all
that's why
anyone
we
knows.
see Pedro Pascal everywhere. Maybe it's not actually the Pedro Pascal, it's his clones.
Maybe that's why Pedro Pascal's such a wanker.
Gets it from his dad.
Yeah, and
genetic.
he stole some. He stole a bunch of eggs or substituted frozen. It was a huge scandal. They actually had to leave the country.
They're blown out of proportion. That happens to me all the time.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
It's just crazy.
He'll talk about his sister, but he never talks about daddy.
That could be an
I
Adam Sandler
thought
film,
for a moment you were going to tell me that his dad were a vacuum salesman door to door or a milkman.
Well, in a way, he definitely was a milkman. But
Oh, yeah.
a different kind of milk, and he definitely delivered.
Vintage yours. Anyway, I just want to...
my point was weirdness and deviancy, not to mention, you know, a felonious behavior really runs in that family. So.
Dave Felonious.
Allegedly.
I just want to do this for a second. Let's see if this goes big. Or will I have to make it big? Hang on, I'll have to make it big. Did anybody play this when they were a kid?
I was playing that yesterday with the wee fella, believe it or not.
Hungry Hungry Hippos?
Yep.
Melv sent me a trailer. And I just thought we could quickly watch it, if you didn't mind, lads.
Oh, I've seen
Sure.
this.
Oh, you know what's coming, do you? Let me make it big. Are you ready, chaps?
Go on.
Hey, come look at this. What is?
It's the most dangerous animal, responsible for over 500 human deaths a year.
It's so cute.
The only cute hippo is a dead hippo.
Man-eaters.
Welcome to New Orleans.
We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. He has given us a discount to go see alligators in the bayou.
Oh, please, arms and legs inside the vehicle.
What the hell did that? Something big.
Your wound, it would need a 10-inch tooth.
Are we even supposed to be here right now?
We're off course.
You're safe as long as you stay out of the water.
I'm gonna get you out of here. Hey, we're over here! Get us out of here!
Anyone sees anything, point in the direction. Where?
Do you know how it could have got here?
Holy shit. Easy, girl. Run! Hippos are vegetarian. They ain't killing you to eat you. It's killing you for fun.
Oh, you are literally the worst tour operator.
Why am I reminded of Bonnie Blue's Snap?
I thought Lena.
God.
I thought Lena Dunham stopped making movies.
I don't know. There isn't even any drugs involved. You know, at least we had Cocaine Bear and Crack Coon. But
Yeah,
there's none
and
of that here, is there? Thank you, RRTNZ. Here's a shout out to me old mates Brian and Melv. You effing oatmeal savages. God bless you both.
Hey, RRT and Z. Good to see you.
Yeah,
you
how
notice,
can you be? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, did you notice Jim what's his name? Meeskiman in the trailer there, the guy who does a quite unbelievable impression of Picard, and you see him on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, etc. The old guy, bald
I have
chap.
no idea who those people are.
Nice face.
Do you know, I thought that guy who was telling him about the hippo in the beginning, I thought, God, John Delancey's looking fucking rough.
Shit.
I just have one question. How can you be off course on a fucking river? You cannot be.
I thought that guy was either John Craven or Imran Khan.
It gets worse, doesn't it?
But I'm not racist.
So what do you reckon? Is this something that you'd think you'd want to go and watch at the well,
No.
perhaps not at the cinema?
Not
No.
really. I'm not a fan of Melissa McCarthy.
I don't I don't think I'd want to download this off the high seas.
I think that would be good fun. I think one of them will just sit and have a laugh. But you need people. You need people with you.
I'm still yet to see Crack Coon. Has anybody seen that yet?
No.
I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the sequel to Cocaine Bear, isn't it?
Oh, I'd rather watch Sharknado again than this.
No.
Doesn't look all that good, but
I haven't actually seen any of those movies. The last thing I saw was the one with Hasselhoff in it, and he said there was a ginger kid at the swimming pool, and he went, "You little ginger moron." That was about the best line. Was that Piranha 3 Double D?
Might have been. I never saw that.
That was bad. Do you want to watch another trailer while we're doing a bit of a trailer thing?
Go on then.
Is it Clayface?
It's not particularly good. Are you ready?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be good, but yes.
It's going to be DC's next flop.
Oh, go on then.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, dear. I think that's going to be another flop for DC.
Was that Aaron Moriarty there at the end?
I don't know. I'd have to IMDb it.
With the melted face, I mean.
Oh. Harsh. She shouldn't have had that surgery. She totally claims that she hasn't had any plastic surgery. And to that I say, what a load of bullshit.
Bollocks.
Yep.
Proper bollocks.
Not your bollocks. Rubbish.
I haven't had a drop off.
It's a biker bollock bolognese, that is mine.
She may have Graves' disease, but that doesn't add 3 cup sizes. So
Gay's disease. What's that then? When you wake up and realize you're gay?
Yeah. I mean, she may have an autoimmune disorder, but that doesn't explain the symptoms that we see.
Trev, you're so homophobic. That's not how you get gay, right? It happens while you're sleeping and you remember after you wake up.
Oh, there's not enough beer in the world, Melvin.
Hey,
I don't know. Is this another example of franchise fatigue?
This may be the only DC movie that actually makes money because it was so cheap to make.
It looks cheap.
Are they trying to go for another like Joker standalone villain movie?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a revenge story.
Right.
I never heard of
the Joker's
Clayface
origin
until the
either.
Arkham game. I never heard of Clayface till Arkham.
Right.
I think most people have never heard of him. I don't think anybody's going to be interested. That's what I think.
No, it doesn't seem very captivating or something I'd particularly want to go out my way to watch, to be fair.
I wonder if they took it from Darkman. It looks as if it might have, well, just going for the trailer, it might have a few similar story beats, but I watched the trailer just before we come on, and it's quite horrific. I just wonder what the certification is going to be come release time.
I don't know. Do you think it's going to be a case of take the fucking elephant?
What's your equivalent of an R rating? It's going to be rated R. So
18 over here.
Is it? No, it'll be 18.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of grim.
Yeah. So the word I heard was Mike Flanagan he wrote this and he pitched it to him, and they really liked the idea in the script. And then they kind of shoehorned it into the DC universe by finding the supervillain that most fit with the script. Like, I don't think this was written as a Clayface movie. Actually, the same thing happened with the Joker, right? It originally had nothing to do with DC. So I think he pitched them a horror movie that they really liked, and they found a way to make it fit. And it's like, yeah, like Darkman. It's like, this guy's almost like Clayface, so let's tweak it a little bit. And then I'll put Clayface in the cartoon that I'm coming out with, and we'll tie it all together. And that was his brilliant idea.
It looks crap. It just does not look compelling at all. It's just another, we'll bung this character in and see if we can make any money out of it. I've just got to quickly interrupt us because I accidentally refreshed my X feed, and this has popped up, and I want to see what you guys think. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You might need some eye bleach.
Oh, no, don't do this to me.
Oh, no. What have you done?
Nissan main dealer.
I mean, she looks better than in Wicked, but still, that's not saying much, is it?
Yeah, she does look better than she normally does, but...
Have you seen her without makeup? She looks horrendous.
What the fuck is going on here?
And she looks a lot older than what she is. She looks about 60.
I think being that skinny probably ages you, because she's unhealthily thin, isn't she?
Yeah, and plus we don't know really what 60 is in the equivalent years of whatever alien species she's a member of. So
I feel bad for her. I mean, I know, like everybody else, I put the boot in, but I mean, she's clearly mentally ill, right? And she shouldn't be in front of a camera because she can't cope with it, and she needs a sandwich.
She did that. She's doing that Dracula show where she plays 25 characters.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I think she needs to kind of quit acting and get away and go to the countryside and get a kitten or something.
She needs a real job, maybe at Home Bargains or something, stacking shelves.
Well, her father abandoned her when she was 17. He only had a year to go, but she was so incredibly impossible to deal with. So I think Melvin's right. There's some serious mental disorders going on, but because of the nature of those disorders and the expression of narcissism, she doesn't know it, think it, admit it, or will seek help for it because she thinks the problem's everybody else.
In the UK, 17 is an adult, so a father didn't actually abandon her. He just said, "See you later. You're an adult now."
Yeah.
16 is an adult over here, right?
He made it as long as 17. That is unusual.
16 or 17, yeah.
I wouldn't say stereotyping much, but I think that's a bit of a travesty there. Let's do the old swap-a-rooney, the old race swap.
Well, did you see the Rachel Zegler as Princess Leia one? That one was chilling enough.
I'm just waiting for Jim Broadbent as Malcolm X, because that'll be great.
Big Jim Broadbent.
Well,
Saturday in the chat makes a good little point there, doesn't he?
Yeah, do you want to, stick it on the screen.
Poor Carrie ship. Carrie was there issues, wasn't she?
Well, child stars and all that. But listen, I think we're going to see, I don't know if we're going to get quality out of Star Wars, but we're going to see less fucking around because the money people finally put their foot down and said, no more of this bullshit. You have to fix it. So we might get a race swap here and there, but I don't think it's going to be near as bad as it's been.
I don't think anything's going to change. I think anything you hear what they say, because Iger came out and said it a couple of times that Disney weren't doing that anymore and they're going to get back to entertaining people and telling stories and not be so political. And not a fucking thing changed. They were still race swapping everybody and making everything shit and ticking boxes. Mm-hmm. They just tried to pretend they were appeasing the shareholders, I suppose.
They're getting a little sneakier about how they do it, though, I will say. It's not quite as blatant and obvious as it has been.
And also, they don't announce it in trailers and things. So you think you're safe, and then you watch it halfway through, and suddenly it all comes out of nowhere. And if it's a TV show, they're about 4 episodes in, then they pull the bait and switch, don't they?
Yeah, but that's the problem with virtue signaling. If you don't signal it, then you don't get credit for it. So they kind of can't really help themselves. It's got to come out at some point.
Sticking with Disney for just a moment.
Do we have to?
I'm foreseeing in my crystal bollocks that there might be a bit of a legal battle happening soon between Disney and IMAX over Disney's Infinity Vision. What do we think about this? Swappers, what do you think?
I have not heard this. I hope there is. I hope there is a bloody legal battle, and I hope Disney lose and get sued into the ground. But you tell me more. I want to know more about this.
Well, Disney have done a bit of a thing because apparently IMAX have betrayed Disney. And apparently Infinity Vision, Disney's qualifications for it are auditoriums will need a screen width of at least 50 foot, laser projection, and Dolby 7.1. They're the only criteria at the moment.
They also have a laser projection luminance qualification, but
yeah, I said laser projection.
Okay.
Yeah, it says here to qualify, auditoriums will need a screen width of at least 50 foot, laser projection, and Dolby 7.1. But apparently, Disney's coming up with their own equivalent to IMAX, and I don't think that would stand in a court of law because that is just blatant rip-off of somebody's IP. Entertainment IP.
No, I don't think IMAX is worried or concerned one bit. I really don't see what they would be suing about. This is an incredibly desperate move by Disney that reeks of desperation. And my guess is the IMAX people are laughing about it. Because
apparently it's all down to Dune and the next MCU movie.
Yeah. Which is why, listen, Disney's not making anything. They're just creating a new standard. There's nothing wrong with that. And they're creating a standard, but they're not inventing anything. They're not making anything. It's somewhat similar to when Lucas came up with THX, he actually sort of created some new sound protocols or technologies for it. But in this, it's an imaginary certification that they are going to certify movie theaters. And there are only 70 screens in the US that fall under this qualification, but it's all desperation. And did you see the guy came out and he said 50 feet screens, but it's not IMAX, and laser projection, but it's not IMAX. And it was almost laughable. It's like, yeah, you can do whatever you want, but you know what? It's not IMAX. I just don't see IMAX giving a shit. They're going to laugh at this.
Maybe it's a case of competition's good, you know. Perhaps IMAX have had too much of a monopoly on the very widescreen cinema experience. I've got a feeling it might not work out in Disney's favor because, you know, they keep thinking they're backing stallions and all they keep doing is backing donkeys all the time.
Well, listen, they have a huge opening because Jumanji moved from the 11th over to the week after Christmas. They could have moved Doomsday a week ahead and released on I think it's the 11th instead of the 17th, and they could have had a week in IMAX before Dune came out. But they're so stubborn they wouldn't change the release date again. So, and IMAX doesn't really have a monopoly. There's Dolby, there's Cinemark, and there's Regal RPX. There's several large premium large formats already out there with, you know, Dolby Atmos. And like I said, it's not a new thing. It's just a certification. If you meet these qualifications, you get to put a little Infinity Vision sticker on there and charge another $3 per ticket. I'm not sure anybody care. I don't think anybody's buying this. They know the name Dolby. They've heard it their whole life. IMAX is an established brand. Cinemark and Regal, not as much, but you know, the theater number one, you know, that's the big one that has the best picture and sound when you go into a cinema. So I don't think this is going to change a damn thing now.
I think if it gets some good reviews, I think it'll change things. Here's what I think. I think Star Wars, in the state that it's in, is one good movie away from a comeback and being back where it was. If they made one great movie, all the original fans would get straight back on board. And I think the same with DC. If they made one great Superman movie or one great Batman movie, everybody would jump back on board.
And what does that have to do with Infinity Vision?
You know, I think the same is true of Marvel. I think if this film gets good reviews, everybody's going to jump right back in again, and they're going to go and see whatever screen it's on.
Just going on to what Ardent's just said in the chat. The only IMAX film I've been to see had such bad sound levels and video shake. A couple of young kids puked in the theatre before I left, and I got my money back. Are you sure they weren't doing what Chunk did in Goonies? I think that might be that. And I was just thinking, that little bloke there in the middle of the stage, it kind of looks like Morrissey from a distance. Yeah. Oh, dear.
Yeah, and I will correct you, Trev. IMAX is actually a taller screen, not a wider screen.
Right.
IMAX is closer to 4:3 than we've seen in a long time. But they have their fans, but I think most people just want to go see it on the best screen that's reasonably available to them in their area.
I agree with Esther in that if the film isn't up to scratch, nobody's going to go and see it on a shitty screen.
No.
Yeah. So for opening weekend, PLFs all make about 30% of their gross take. And, you know, that sort of drops off fairly quickly after opening week. So, I mean, that's a huge incentive for them to move Doomsday so as to not directly compete head to head with Dune 3, or is it Dune?
Dune.
I don't know why they won't do it. In fact, they still may end up doing that. In which case, they'll try to get back into IMAX theaters and they'll start calling them Infinity Vision too. It's just such nonsense, man. It's just make good movies that people want to see and it'll fucking work. Look at Project Hail Mary.
True. Cartoon Man says, so does Infinity Vision have its own film ratio and film? No, because it's all offer a digital medium. The only difference is laser projection.
Yeah. And you
a
can
50-foot
still
screen.
And you can still have a shitty laser projection. That's why there is a luminance boundary. I think it has to be a certain amount of nits.
I went to see part 3 of The Hobbit, and that was laser projection. It wasn't like anything fancy. It was just a normal cinema. But they had it all wrong. It was out of focus for half the fucking film. Those people complaining about the money.
That's about right.
Yeah, there's no certification for having the guy up there actually focus the goddamn movie. You know, that would be nice.
RG says, I just go to the standard screens, or I used to. Haven't been to the movies since 2023. No, I don't know. It's too dear an experience, you know?
Hey, Trev, you ought to invent your own certification. You could have Avengers Doomsday now in retrovision, finally in focus.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. They just bang all this crap out. There's no real quality. And a lot of these cinemas now, you've got kids who are on just basic minimum wage. They don't give a crap. You know, they're not getting paid good money to do a good job. They're just like, you know, here's what I'm getting and here's what you're getting in return. And I killed the stream.
It needs a better title. I wouldn't be given it a title that is two of them. Either storylines or characters together. I think it may cause a bit of confusion, especially to old spunkers like ourselves, Trev.
Yeah,
Travel Vision says cartoon man. Sorry, Esther.
Yeah, you think you're going to see Infinity Stones and Vision in the movie, and it's like none of them are there.
When it said Infinity Vision, when I first heard about it, I thought, hang on a minute, I thought they'd killed that character off, but it's not that one. Paul Bettany is a total toss bag because he's boning Jennifer Connelly. I'm so jealous.
Isn't that like that? What's the show? They're having a Vision TV show coming out, right? Isn't that Vision Quest or something? Not Vision Quest. I don't even care anymore. I don't remember the names, but
I tell you what, would make a great movie, Swappers.
Go on.
Nightmare.
You know, I would fucking love that. Absolutely fucking love that. But it's just too obscure. Having said that, if I came into a fair amount of money to put into a production, now that's top of the list. I'd go for right there.
I was a bit worried when you said came into money. I thought, hang on a minute, it's not that kind of show, Swappers.
Do you know what they need to do with Nightmare? Although I might not have as much interest.
Have a bloke what doesn't shout as much and scare all the kids?
Well, that would be a start, wouldn't it, put old Traeger? But if they put it into a 3D, you know, Meta Quest type thing.
Yeah.
Do you know the graphics were done on an Amstrad?
That's amazing.
I had the computer game for the Spectrum back in the day. It was absolutely awful, if you recall.
Yeah, Specky turned 44 this week, according to Jason Bradbury.
Codemasters. Yeah, the new white one came out, the retro white version came out.
Yeah.
There's too many reproductions like the Spectrum Next and all that malarkey. And the Ultimate 64. And they're all just FGPA emulations of the original hardware. Which is good in a way, but, you know, if you're going to have that experience, you might as well have it on the original hardware. And
it's nice. Sorry, Trevor.
No, it's all right. Go on, carry on, Brian.
But it's nice to have it. Like I told you myself, I bought the Commodore 64 Mini, which is, as I say, it's absolutely minuscule, which I didn't realise that when I bought it, to the point where the keys don't even work. The Spectrum one I got a couple of months back, the keys do work, but this is basically an expensive paperweight I've got right in front of my desk. Sorry, Trev, continue.
No, that's all right, mate. No, I've lost my thread now, to be fair.
Sword in the Storm's comment, by the way, just there.
Oh, here we go. Is it this one? Oh, you can't say that.
It's just so current though. It's, you know, genius, absolute genius.
Although I'm currently getting round to building that Commodore 64 circuit board I got for Christmas, or was it Father's Day a while back? Because I've got all the original chips and stuff, and I was going to build a new one, and I've got a totally black Commodore 64 case.
Nice.
Although I was going to put a Commodore 16 in it. I love the Commodore 16. I get so much stick from people at retro gaming events. Oh, look, it's him, that fat bloke who likes Commodore 16s. And I like go, that's not what your dad said last night. Oh,
dear. Oh dear.
Anyway,
Shouldn't
moving on
that
to
be-
another.
Shouldn't that be your mom said that? That's a little. Oh,
No,
it's
because
not
when
Friday.
people are knobs with me, I usually turn around and say, "Bummed your dad."
Oh, okay.
It usually
Well,
hurts more.
So you'd have to do it on a Friday because that's when you're usually gay.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
I might jump onto Amazon and buy that white Spectrum just to annoy Sordy. It comes with a joystick as well, which is unlike the first one.
Is it an actual reproduction of a Specky?
It is. It looks almost identical.
Or has it got an SD card in it? Because tape cassette players aren't readily available anymore, so you might find it hard playing the games.
All the insides is all, as you say, the guts is completely different inside it. And
It's FGPA inside, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, there's an HDMI cable and it comes with it, etc.
It's like those Atari 2600s and 7800s.
And
They've
Spectrum
remade
did-
those.
No, the Mega Drive did a few years back.
Well, speaking of Mega Drives, I mean, you can put HDMI in the original equipment now with the use of a thing called a retro gem. But when you buy it, there's two tiers. It's like if you want retro gem or retro gem shiny, and you have to pay about another 80 quid on top plus you have to install it all in, and it's quite complex. It's all a lot of very thin and foldy, flexible, circuit boards, and you have to put a right big wodge, soldering it in and all that malarkey. I think it's too much fannying about. But I did want that Mega Drive SG, or is it AG? I can't remember. Is it AG or SG? But that was really incredibly expensive for what it was, and there was no SD card in the back of it or anything, which I thought was a bit of a letdown. I've got the oh God, what's it called? I've got one of the cartridges where you put an SD card in it, and I can't remember the name of the bloody thing.
Right.
Oh,
I wish I'd kept my Mega Drive stuff. Everything I get rid of was all in perfect working order. I should have sold it at the very least. But I did get in 2007. I bought a little device which was tiny with a couple of controllers, and it was another kind of mini version. But it only ran one game, and that was Sensible Soccer. But the teams, remember, I don't know if you remember this, maybe you're not into football, the 1992, 1993 teams. But they didn't have the license for it, so all the vowels are scrambled through all the football players. Welcome to completely derailing the stream on the Retro.
Yeah, you got to love them kind of things. Yeah. We're getting through everything a bit too quick tonight. I thought I could stretch this out for 2 hours, but I think we're going to be wrapping up in 20 odd minutes. I was going to say, what do we reckon to the shareholders of Warner Brothers Discovery voting overwhelmingly to approve the company's 110 billion merger with Paramount Skydance?
Yeah, well, they weren't going to not do it. Shit, man.
Of course they weren't.
Trev, I sent you a link. Did you see the ZX Spectrum issue 3?
I did not. Where did you send me the link?
I DM'd it on Twitter. It's actually... It's going to cover all the Spectrum models, and it'll also boot up into Commodore 64 modes and Timex modes, and it kind of looks a little slick.
It's the Spectrum Next, what I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but this one is going to have a little more under the hood. It will emulate, or not emulate. It'll actually have Sinclair, QL, Next, Commodore 64. Timex TS 2048s and the TK90X hardware, all of able to do all of those. So I don't know. I just saw it. It looks kind of cool. It doesn't have that shitty keyboard that the original one had.
No, it's got the toaster keyboard. What they call the toaster keyboard. Let me just put that up on the screen right now, because that looks well tasty.
Yeah.
Ooh. It says there, 7,524 backers pledged 2.6 million to help bring this project to life. I wonder what rewards. Let's have a look. Oh God, just the board, 160 quid. Bloody hell.
So what exactly does it do?
It's a emulated Specky, but runs all the versions.
Can't you
But
just
you'd have to
download-
put that in a toaster case, I think. But let's see what 340 quid gets you. Oh, that's well tasty.
I got one of those C64s that they done with the built-in games.
Yeah, Brian's got one.
I've never actually played it. No, Brian said he had like the mini one. Mine's is like an
Oh,
normal
right.
size. But I've never actually played with it. I lent it to my sister. She used it, and I got it back. And it's
Well, you go
sitting
blind if you play with it too much.
here, matron. But she's got the Amiga one, similar kind of thing, but it's an Amiga.
All right. So
you-
there's ZX Spectrum Next computer in all its splendor with 2 megabytes of RAM, RGB, VGA, HDMI out, 714 and 28 megs turbo modes, SD card, PSU, printed manual, Wi-Fi module, real-time clock and larger core space, plus an accelerator board fitted inside. I mean, I was never a Specky fan, but I could quite easily put some money up for that.
It's not emulating either. It actually has switchable cores. So
yeah, let me just go back and check out the board. That is nice.
It seems a bit expensive though, because you can download all of that shit for free and play it on any computer.
True. Yeah, I know, but a lot of people, like me, this is right up my alley. Who misses? Let me just go back to that magenta one. I like that. That's well sexy. No, nobody else.
No.
Anyway, you
it's
kind of
cool. It's cool.
No, there's something about playing retro games on the original hardware and on a CRT monitor that's just better than playing it on a PC. I don't know.
So anyway, going back onto my original question. Now the shareholders have voted overwhelmingly to approve that $110 billion merger with Paramount Skydance. What does that do for the future of the DCU then, do you think?
I think it numbers James Gunn's days.
Yeah, I think they were numbered anyway, but this definitely isn't helping. They also voted to not give Zaslav his payout, so that's going to create he's going to get the money eventually, but that was sort of a curious thing.
Cartoon Man says, I think the actors and writers are going to have a meltdown. How so? I don't know. I think the only thing it's going to cause an issue with, residuals and things like that. How's that going to work out for a lot of these actors what rely on the residuals? Because with streaming and everything else now, they're getting a lesser and lesser slice of the pie.
Well,
I think they need some kind of court case to sort out the residuals for streaming, because I think everybody's getting ripped off. Because how they count it, minutes viewed and things like that, it's all really, really weird. And people just don't seem to be getting paid. Yeah, that's me. That's all.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how, but it's gonna have to be less than it used to be because they are bringing in far less revenue than they did in the old days of network and cable TV. So I'm just not sure how that's going to work.
You could argue the revenue side of it, but then there's still the budgets are out of control. The budgets are higher than ever before, so they can't say we can't justify paying the actors because the revenue is so low, but we'll pay £1 billion to make this TV series. That's
because everybody's all the executives are skimming off the top in the beginning because they know they're not getting anything on the back end. So it's Hollywood accounting. They should all be in jail anyway. But
yeah, it needs a massive class action and the books to be made public. That's what it needs. The actual books. Books.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see where the money really is going, because the $300 million that the Acolyte cost, that didn't show up on screen, and it's not bringing in any revenue. So, I mean, I get if you're an actor and you want residuals, but from a show that's nobody's watching, it's weird. I think that's why everybody's demanding higher salaries on the front end, because they know that the days of residuals are over. But Yeah, the 82% of the shareholders voted against the executive payout, Zaslav's $800 million golden parachute. It was supposed to be $886 million with base severance and stock options.
880. Yeah, I'd have voted against that. That's insane.
Yeah, so it would have been his take home $550 million plus $335 in tax reimbursements. That's insane, but he kind of earned it. He joined the company. The shares were worthless. They were down to like $8. It was a junk stock. And he single-handedly brought that share price all the way up to what, $38, $39 a share? On the one hand, I think the payment is excessive. On the other hand, he did understand the assignment and he did exactly what he was brought in to do. So I don't see how they're going to get away with not paying them the money that they promised.
There's got to be something in the contract, otherwise the shareholders wouldn't have been able to vote against it. If it's down to a vote after the job is done, then it can't be a watertight contract, right?
No, I think the vote itself is only an advisory vote. Yeah, the vote was an advisory say-on-pay measure, meaning the board of directors is not legally obligated to cancel the payout. Though the massive rejection sends a strong message of shareholder dissatisfaction. So it's not binding.
Does anybody want a quick and cheap laugh?
Go on.
Yes.
Best kind.
You're going to love this. Let me just share this. This is interesting. Not cancelled because the quality sucked. Cancelled because there was zero advertising and nobody found the show. There's Robert Picardo and Alex Kurtzman. Yeah, my arse.
Twats.
He's so fucking desperate. What's wrong with Robert Picardo?
Nobody found the show. Dude, you could go into the deep, dark jungles of Africa, hack your way through them with a machete, find some isolated tribe, and they'd be like, yeah, Starfleet Academy sucked.
Yeah.
You go to the jungles of Papua New Guinea, and you find two pygmies rolling around the ground going, gay Klingon.
Yeah. Was it you, Swappers, what sent me that video of Mr. Worf smashing that table up and saying, Klingons cannot be gay?
I don't know. There was a long time ago if I did. It's good, though.
I thought it was quite funny. But I don't understand. Robert Picardo's so desperate for a gig. I mean, he's been fighting tooth and nail on X with people.
He's not getting those residual checks from Voyager like he used to, so he's run out of money.
He's certainly drank the Kool-Aid, I think.
Yeah.
But then again, you've got people like Jonathan Frakes who've basically rubbed out Alex's bell end.
Well, he's straddling, like he's doing his best to kind of straddle the line. Yeah, he's straddling the line like he used to straddle chairs on TNG. He hasn't really come down on either side yet.
Flav has an interesting thing here. He says Picardo was allegedly offered a spin-off if it went well. Oh, maybe his butt hurt.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, because that's what I want to see, a geriatric hologram.
Yeah.
With, treating cadets, teaching them how not to eat their fucking comm badges. That'd be great.
Yeah, poor Ensign Flounder spaced. Oh, well, it had to happen. Sword says a gay Klingon would be killed at first sign. True.
Yep.
Unless they live unless they send him to live with Russian grandparents on Earth.
Oh, God.
Klingons have Russian grandparents. That's the thing.
Well, the thing is, though, shouldn't he be Worf Rashenko?
Yeah.
Because Alexander's Rashenko.
Yeah. Isn't he?
No, he's just Worf, son of Moog. Not the synthesizer. If you were any other Gran, I would kill you where you stand.
Yeah. Have you seen the latest Neural Derp, the video where General Grievous goes into a pawn shop?
No.
It's you could probably call it up, man. It's freaking hilarious. Swappers will like this.
If you send me a link, I'll.
Okay, I can do that.
I'll do that. On to one of our final topics now, and I'm not looking forward to this. Michael. It's coming out soon. Directed by Antoine Fuqua. That's his name. Written by John Logan, the bloke who did, Alien Covenant, amongst other things.
Oh, no.
Although he's had some good films. The last one he wrote was called They, Them in 2022, which speaks volumes. Stars Jafar Jackson. Jafar, like that. Cree Jafar.
He is related. He's a cousin. The link is sent. So,
isn't there a bit of a Hollywood myth that Samuel L. Jackson is Michael Jackson's cousin? Or something. Or something like that. Or he's Snoop Dogg's cousin. I know there was some weird rhubarb going around. He doesn't look anything like Michael Jackson.
He hasn't had a chance to have his face melded yet.
But the word is he really did a good job of like sort of playing the vibe. It really felt like Michael Jackson. I haven't seen the movie, but it actually sounds like it might be worth seeing. And the people whose opinions I trust say the performances were excellent. In fact, this has a huge audience Rotten Tomatoes score and a disastrous critic score, and that's usually a sign that a movie's good.
Do you want to play a quick game? Sorry, Malv. Swappers has given me an idea for a great little game we can play.
Warning, team!
Warning, Templar anomaly approaching!
Very God.
Do you want to play a quick game?
Go ahead.
Would you like to play a game? Right, it's called Spot the Honky.
Oh, Jesus.
There we go. I'll leave that up on the screen. If you can spot him, you might win a subscription to Young Hamster Lovers Monthly.
Miles Teller. Yep.
I'm just looking at that page there. Not I wasn't scrolling further down.
Miles Teller's in the there he is. He's in it. But I mean, it's a bit the Jackson 5 and that. You can't exactly have everyone in white in that, can you? Really?
Well, Michael ends up that way.
But my biggest concern, I hope that Jamal Jackson didn't go all method and tried to emulate Wacko Jacko by inviting young children to play
young Jermaine Jackson, young Tito,
young Jermaine.
Who said that? Who said that? Was that you, Brian?
Right, so
young Jimmy.
Just to make it a bit more authentic for television.
Hey, not Z3PO's got it right. The only winning move is not to play. Yeah, especially with moves like this. Would you like to play a game? We ought to do that on Just Great Movies one time.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. Sword in the Storm says, is there any bumming in it? I don't know.
I've
got an idea.
I think everybody knows.
I wonder if the Blow Monkeys will be in the soundtrack. Because Michael Jackson used to love to blow monkeys.
Oh,
do you remember when he used to sing I'm forever blowing bubbles about him? That was his monkey, wasn't it? Bubbles.
Yeah. The biggest problem this film's going to have is because it will be sanitized for two reasons. One, obviously, because the family are so heavily involved, and secondary, because of a clause in the, I think it was a 1993, 1994 settlement of possibly Jordan Chandler. So there's a non-disclosure agreement, which part of that is actually they're not to make any movies about it or include that in any films.
It only goes up to the Bad album, so none of that shit's going to be in it anyway. Most of that allegations came after Bad.
I wonder why.
Well, rumor is they filmed enough for a sequel already, so.
I'm a little bit disturbed, and it's Swapper's fault, because Treguard looks exactly like a woman at the end of our road. And she's the biggest gossip on the street. Hi,
sure
Judy. Pardon?
You sure it's not him? He's not being.
I don't know. He looks like he's having a shit.
It's not
his eyes there. He's got like.
Warning, team! I'm having a large dump. I had mutton for dinner.
Flushing imminent.
Yeah.
The trouble is, I think Swappers has possibly tweaked the aspect ratio slightly, so he looks even more deviant-ish than.
The thing is, I wouldn't trust him with kids. He's probably a nice bloke in real life, but Treguard, I think he'd just chuck you in a dungeon and bum you later.
Did 5 years ago.
Warning, team! I've run out of lube.
Can't Can I say a brief hello to the lovely Sherry in the chat who's just turned up?
Oh, hello, lovely Sherry. Hello, how are you? Yes, you can, Brian. Feel free.
Thank you. Just did.
You are producer Brian. You can, do what you like.
Channel, Trev. I'm not.
Yeah, but you're producer Brian, and that's why we love you. Hello, Sherry.
Oh.
Hello, Sherry.
Okay, Brian, bring up the Grievous thing.
The Grievous thing?
Yeah, the thing I sent Trev, the link.
How are you going to put it up if you've sent it me?
Where? It's not there. I don't have... Maybe he's producer, but I don't have access to his...
I see. Yes.
His Twitter or his top drawer in his house for his underwear.
Yes. You wouldn't like what's in my top drawer.
No.
He's still alive, Trigger. I thought he was dead. Hugo Maya.
Oh, no, he's still going strong, appearing at conventions and stuff, and still looking
80
splendid.
years old.
If that man had a bit of Just for Men, a bit of Ryland dye in his beard, he would be back to being his old self in the 80s.
Just before I put Ista's link up, this has just popped up over on X, and I've got to play you this. This is shit hot. Hang on a minute. I'm not very good at driving. Well, this thing anyway. Are you ready for this? Behold. Here we go. They're all fat Jurassic pork.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I noticed Attenborough's just exactly the same.
Yeah. Everything's fat.
Fat T-Rex.
Oh, God, it's on here. Oh, God, it's on repeat. Let me just take that off a second, and I'll... Did you send it me on private chat?
Yeah.
Here we go. It's over on Faceache, though.
Yeah, that's where I found it. I'll try to find a YouTube one.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. I've got it. I don't know if it'll let me play the sound. I hate this. You have to do a lot of fannying around to make stuff work on here. Right, here we go.
I found it for YouTube, but this doesn't work.
Right, here we go. Let's give this a play.
I have items to pawn.
All right, let's see what you got. Okay, so these are lightsabers.
Correct.
So where'd you get them? Estate sale.
The previous owners no longer needed them. I've been a collector for many years. It is a great passion of mine. Each lightsaber has a story, a history. There is a certain thrill to the acquisition. It is rewarding.
Right. So this is a pretty big collection. What has you looking to sell them?
I have a lung condition. The Separatist health plan does not cover it.
Oh.
So I must sell my collection.
That's rough, man. How much are you looking to get for them?
100,000 credits.
Look, I'll give you $50 for them.
Oh, where's that coming from? Oh,
I thought that was the stormtroopers that come to your door again, Trev.
I don't know. I hate this. Oh, why can't you just do what you want it to do?
Yeah. The thing is, when I was watching that, none of it sort of triggered that part of my brain that says AI. I completely bought it. Like, it worked, and it was sort of funny. Okay. So,
the details in it are just so great, and you don't spot any of the kind of anomalies that most AI stuff brings up.
Yeah.
You know, there's sort of
getting better
glitches and warps and stuff. That was absolutely spot on.
Hey,
yeah, I figured swappers would know.
Hey, Joe, it's been bang on tonight.
Lord finds a way. That's beautiful.
Yeah, Lord finds a way. Anyway, that's pretty much everything in the chamber fired. I want to thank everybody in the chat. I want to thank our panel tonight, Mr. Phobos. I'm not saying it. Swappers, a stray guard. Warning, team. Tin Hat approaching. Melvin Deeply and producer Brian. It's been absolutely cracking tonight. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody else. Why don't you comment down below in the chat if, in the comments on anything we should have covered tonight, or any thoughts or feelings on what we've done tonight. It's been absolutely immense. You never know. Saturday Night Shite might be back. You never know. What do you reckon, lads? Saturday nights instead of Fridays?
Why not? Why not?
I quite enjoyed it. And on that note, thank you, everybody. Catch up with you soon. See you Tuesday for Just Great Movies. I'm not telling you what it is because I haven't thought of anything. No, it's not true. There is something in the chamber, isn't there, Brian?
There is indeed. I'm not going to give everything away, though.
No, we're not giving anything away. The slides are done, ready. The intro is done and ready. So on that note, take care. See you all on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. What's left?